Flaps up, low rates.
All right, this second flight of the EC-1500 has safe enabled.
Safe mode. Takeoff flaps.
Takeoff flaps and landing flaps. That's right, that's left, up, down, left, right. There's not much rudder in safe mode. I don't know why Horizon did that.
Low rates.
We'll taxi in low rates because we got a lot more rudder. I have mixed in some elevator with the flaps because I hadn't put any in it. I'm using flight modes in my transmitter on the flap switch so that I have separate aileron and elevator trims on the thing, so I can trim it separately for flaps up and takeoff flaps and landing flaps.
Safe mode.
We'll go back to safe mode for the takeoff flaps. The ramp is up, so let's get out of this screen. It is hot out here. It's been 92 to 94 or 5 degrees. It's humid. It's uncomfortable out here. There we go. All right. Throttle back to about 50%. Cruise along the treetops in safe mode. Flying pretty level. Got a little close right there.
Flaps up.
Raise the flaps. Now it's still pretty level. I don't know how much safe gain they've got on this thing. I use quite a bit of safe gain so that it holds level better with the flaps and without them. I will probably be reprogramming this receiver to the way I like it. I've been reprogramming Spectrum AS3X and safe receivers for 4 or 5 years, starting with AR636, and I have a few smart receivers, the AR630, 631, 637, A360. I have a 10360. I just soon have an AR636. You can buy them used for 30 or 40 bucks. They work just as good. You just need to learn how to program them. They work every bit as good as the smart receivers once they're set up. It kind of looks like a Herky bird with 2 engines instead of 4. Safe mode keeps it tracking good. Make a right turn. Need to practice your right turns occasionally, because when the wind is out of the north here, we have to go over here to this corner of the field and make a right turn and fly down this tree line, and then turn final between the end of the tree line and the road up the side of the dam.
Landing flaps.
Right about in there, and if you just level the wings, you're going to come straight down the runway. Nothing to it.
Takeoff flaps.
So when the wind's different, you need to be able to fly from the other side.
Flaps up.
So like I say, I just stay about 1.5 to 2 times as high as the trees over there so I don't get in them. I throttle back and I finish my turn before I go past that road. I went a little past. I didn't turn my head all the way that time. But if you come down between the end of the trees and that road, you're pretty much lined up with the runway. Throttle back to about 5/8. Let's go to low rates.
Low rates.
Climbing a little bit. Let's go down here and lower the flaps. The wind is kind of from the north. Let's lower the flaps and see how the trim is.
Take off flaps.
All right, I've throttled back and it's descending way too fast, so it needs some up trim with landing or takeoff flaps.
1 minute.
So let's do that again. Bring it into the wind. Throttle back, level the wings. Let go of everything. Just keep it level with the ailerons and see how it descends. It's still too fast, too steep, I mean, and too fast. So let's give it some more. And it's climbing like crazy with flaps. Of course, that's full power. It's going to climb with flaps. But you need to work on your flap to elevator mix until you get it to where it descends at a nice rate without stalling and without diving.
30 seconds.
And you see how it pitches up with all that flaps. So you open the throttle, you better be ready to push the stick forward with flaps. The flap to elevator mix is not there so that you can fly the airplane level at full throttle.
Not landing flap. 8.
It's there so that the plane descends. See, it's diving. That's 2.
7. 6. Take flap. 5. 4.
That's too much down, and
1. Timer expired.
so
Take landing flaps.
all right, let's go ahead and land. I'm about out of battery. Go to
Safe
safe mode, full flaps. Turn final between the tree line and the road, hopefully. Throttle's all the way off. Just bring it down the center line until it gets to you almost. And flare. Over flared a little bit. Had to let off a little bit and let it fly level and re-flare it. All right, we got to go to low rate so that it'll turn. The rudder throw is too low in safe mode. Horizon messed up right there. Yeah, almost missed the taxiway. All right, that was full flaps.
Flaps.
That's takeoff.
Flaps up.
That's flaps up. That's low rate,
High
rate, safe mode. In safe mode, when you hold full up elevator, you go to high rates, it should increase. The throw should increase a little bit. When you go to low rates, it should decrease a little bit.
High rate.
It's not
Safe
much
mode.
difference.
Low rate.
Anyway, I want
Safe
the
mode.
elevator to be more than low rate and less than high rate in safe mode. Somewhere between low and high in safe mode. Same thing with ailerons.
High rates.
That's high rates and I got more throw out of it. That's safe mode and the throw decreased a little bit.
Low rate.
And then that's low rate. If I go from low rate to safe, it's not going to change much.
Safe mode.
Yep, it didn't change much at
Low
all.
rate.
Anyway,
Ramp down.
there's the ramp.
Ramp up. Throttle cut.
Throttle cut, low rates, flaps up. That's it. Second flight was a success. Just need to do more trimming on the flap to elevator mix so that it descends at a decent angle and speed. You don't want it to be too flat and get too slow, and you don't want it to be too steep and get too fast. So you have to play with it till you get it right. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna get an air conditioning now. See y'all later.